Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MusicVillage, and for anybody wondering out there, the song Pictures at an Exhibition, thanks to the maestro, was actually made by Modest Mussorgsky, and we will play it on the air one day, even though it's well over 33 and a third minutes long, or about 33 minutes and 33 seconds. Yeah, we're hoping to play the entire piece on the air one day, that's a goal. And besides musical goals, folks, I think it's time for us to check out what sort of fun video games we can find trying to make their way to the main stage for this week for another edition of the Friday Night Greenlight. And the first game that we have up comes from the developers Hero Blocks APS with their game Mad Machines. Now, for some strange reason, I thought of Micro Machines with this title, but this game automatically reminds me of not only custom Robo, but a little hint of Real Steel in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that they not only have destructible environments, but even give you a chance to use those said environments to try to take out your opponents. Because if they have a steel beam in their hand to try to hit people with, I think it would be more effective if you can actually throw a rock to avoid getting hit with that steel beam, especially with the reach of the thing. Yeah, so here's hoping they go with that. And the next game that we have up comes from the developers Renan Reese, and hopefully we said that name right, with their game Giant Slayers. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of Shadow of the Colossus with a little hint of 1000 BC and a splash of Land of the Lost in there as well. And the reason why we say that is because you gotta fight giant oversized dinosaurs with eyeballs all over their bodies. Yeah. And here's hoping in the near future for this game is that they give you something a little bit better to take them out with than a bow and arrow. Cause from what we've seen, it shook it off and it almost hit you in the face with its tail. Or Maestro would say, performing a tail whip on you. Right. So here's hoping you can actually upgrade from a bow and arrow to a crossbow and, gradually go up with the weaponry as you make your way to take out all of these giant oversized dinosaurs. And the next game that we have up comes from the developers Paraverse Games with their game Colossal Saga. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of Dragon Siege with a little hint of, I guess at this point, I was gonna say 300, but it's nowhere near the Roman Empire, so I guess a little hint of Dragon Quest, if it was a non-turn-based game. Yeah. And here's hoping in the near future for this game is that they include a medieval flail as a weapon. Only thing I hope for, since they've already got a couch co-op mode and even a survival dungeon that you can do in this game as well too. Not bad, not bad. Oh, Maestro brought up a good point before we move on. I'm hoping they also have Excalibur as a weapon in this too. Or an Excalibur-like weapon. Yeah, hopefully they add it in. And the next game that we have up, besides Kings of Swords that most likely you'll have to pull out of a rock if it is featured in the game, comes from the developers Devdan Games with their game Zombie Road Rider. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of Dead Rising 3 with a little hint of Driver in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, besides having cool music like the game Driver did, they also include an opportunity for you to upgrade your car as you move along. And Maestro told me to flip to page 6, and the fact that they're driving a Humvee and what appears to be a dune buggy with nitrous in it, yeah, I guess you can upgrade your vehicle, alright? And the last but not least game that we have up for this week comes from the developers Tenero, or Tenero? Yeah, Tenero, with their game, Golf. And folks, I did not make an error in the title name. It is actually called Golf, which is a combination of not only golf, but bowling. I kid you not when I say this. And this automatically reminds me of a combination of not only gutter ball, but a little hint of Hot Shots golf in there as well. And the fact that these people can hit that golf ball, or should I say bowling ball, with a golf club is pretty interesting, I'll just say that much. And here's hoping in the near future that they can allow you to customize your own golf course, or even have your own custom ball included in the game as well. Yeah, to help you get the 6-pin, or, to somehow break the 7-10 split. And another thing we also hope for in the near future is a chance to play this alongside with your friends in a tournament mode. Cause I would love to see my friends try to play this game alongside with me to see if they can beat me in golf and in bowling. Yeah, hopefully. And if you guys want to check out any other cool games trying to make their way to the Steam machine via cargo plane, cargo ship, or subterranean train that's currently rumbling underneath your toes, you can head on over to the store.steampower page, only known as store.steampower.com, and click ever so lightly on that upcoming page, while clicking ever so lightly on that Indy button to check out a whole bunch of cool games that I got a feeling we're going to be playing pictures at an exhibition to while we look at them all throughout this weekend while playing them at the same time, if that's possible. Well, it's a 30-minute song, so it probably is possible. And with that said, folks, we might as well head back into this music, and when we return, we'll be back with yet another new DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories right after this. So don't get lost in traffic just yet, folks, and stay tuned.